And welcome back to Corvette Nation. You know, a Corvette collection can be any size and any combination of color, body styles, and power plants. It's obviously up to the individual collector and his or her financial ability to build a collection, of course. But one thing remains certain: if you buy rare, documented Corvettes with a rich history of racing, you don't have to have a big collection to collect a big payoff at auction time. When Mecum Auctions staged its third annual event in Dallas, a relatively small collection of Corvettes turned everyone's head as they crossed the block. And one of them shattered a sales record for the purchase price of a Corvette at a public auction. The 10-car collection of Corpus Christi, Texas owner Buddy Herin was on view while awaiting a trip across the auction stage. Only 4 of the 10 cars were Corvettes, but these weren't just any Corvettes. They included a rare 1957 black airbox roadster. With a production run of only 43, these radio heater delete cars had heavy-duty everything: brakes, suspension, steering, and fuel injection. Since fewer than 20 of the original 43 airbox Corvettes are known to exist, and since this one had a detailed drag strip and road racing pedigree, its hammer price brought $290,000. Next in the Herin collection was an equally well-documented 62 Corvette with only 4,900 miles on the odometer since new. A factory original triple black car, it came equipped with the top power plant available that year, a fuel-injected 360 horsepower small block V8. Winner of virtually every top award available to an historic Corvette, bidding was spirited as this special shocks and brakes equipped convertible was sold at $150,000. The third of the Buddy Herin Corvettes was a 10th anniversary split window coupe. More to the point, it's one of only 199 of the 10,000 coupes that year to bear the RPO Z06 designation. The Z06 package included all kinds of options like stiffer springs, stabilizer bars, metallic brakes, and of course, fuel injection. Options that said to anyone at the time, this car was race ready. Only 3 red Z06s were ever produced, and the Mecum auctioneer hammered the sale at a cool $250,000. But when Buddy and Nova Herin drove a '67 Marlboro maroon convertible onto the stage in Dallas, several thousand sets of eyes were glued to the scene. This was no run-of-the-mill '67 big block. It was a legendary L88. One of 20 produced in that first year, it was quietly offered by GM to Corvette aficionados back then, who took the car straight to the racetrack after delivery and usually won. And for good reason. While the car's 427 cubic inch engine officially delivered 430 horsepower to the rear wheels, track jockeys soon discovered it actually dynoed at about 560 horsepower.
$2,250,000 bid. Have a $2,250,000 bid. $2,250,000 bid. $2,500,000.
The equipment, history, documentation, and honors this car brought to the auction stage read like an action suspense novel. But the real suspense came during the final frantic moments before the auctioneer declared it sold.
Third and final call, ladies and gentlemen. Texas, make some noise. Sold. $3,200,000 bidder. Sold. $3,200,000. Sold.
With a $3.2 million hammer price and an additional $250,000 in buyer's premiums, it's obvious the bar has been raised very high for future L88 sales. But it may be some comfort to know for collectors in Texas that the buyer of that record-breaking '67 L88 is from Dallas, so the car likely will remain in the state. Stay with us now. Corvette Nation continues in just a moment.